I noticed that there was sort of like a lump on my back, and went to a couple of doctors, was bounced back and forth for a good 6 months, actually, until they kept telling me it was nothing to worry about, just a skin anomaly. And that's why it's important to get checked out. Finally, my husband said, "You know what? I don't like the way this looks. We're leaving to go on tour in April, and I think you should really get this. I want to come with you. I think they need to biopsy this." And so I went with my husband. I said, "The doctors keep saying it's fine, it's fine, it's fine." And he came with me, and he said to the doctor, "We want this to be looked at deeply." And the doctor said, "No, no, no, it's okay." And my husband is not good at people telling him to do anything. So thank goodness, he really stood up and said, "No, this is really, I think we need to get this done." So we had it done, and then I got on the plane a couple of weeks later. We went through rehearsals, and I thought no news was good news. And I got a phone call when we landed in Scandinavia from my mom, who was very upset, and I thought there was something wrong with my kids. She said, "When you get to the hotel, if you could just FaceTime me." And so I was very nervous the whole way. And when I FaceTimed her, she told me that the doctor had called and that it was cancer. And I had just lost my dad a few months prior to that. So it was terrifying. I said, "What do I do? I can fly back home right now." They said, "You don't have to fly home, but you do need to get this taken out immediately." It was a lot. It was a lot to deal with. So my body's been through a lot. I stay on top of everything. I think everybody should, obviously. You never know what you're going to find. And it was important because although I didn't want to go through some of these surgeries, I had a doctor at Sloan tell me, I would hate for your kids to not have mom around if, on something that we could have prevented. I didn't even tell anybody about this situation for a good 2 years. I kept it all to myself, just kind of disappeared and licked my wounds and healed myself, and wrote songs, and discovered sea glass and how important that is to be tumbled and be shattered and to return stronger than ever, hopefully as a treasure. Yeah.